So if you're feeling lost and alone, especially after Christmas and New Year's, and you realize that credit card bill is going high, or you realize that you spent Christmas alone, I'm going to give you some hints and tips how to move forward and have a positive outcome for 2025 and how to deal with feeling lost and alone. I'll see you after the credits. So, welcome back to Kana Callistics, where we learn together and we grow together in the sight of the source. So, I've got about 9 points I want to clear up here and address. So, in order to help you, these 9 points have helped me get through some tough times in my life. And I know they've helped a lot of people I've worked with as well. So, hold tight and let's get through it. So, the first one I want to speak about is set clear intentions. Now, this may be so obvious, but sometimes we get lost in the chaos. Yeah. When I say the chaos, I mean the day-to-day situations, the possibilities, and we know what we want, but in order to make them step forward, which I'm going to address in a minute, this is why I started with set clear intentions. You need to have this is almost like your tablet, your kind of your burning bush. It needs to be that sacred optimism, that focus. It needs to be those commandments. That's what I'm trying to get to. You need to set it as your commandments in order to know where you're going. If you don't have a plan, if you don't plan, you plan to fail, right? So set clear intentions, write them down, right? You can write as many as you want. Don't get overwhelmed. Don't feel, you have to live by all of them. Because remember, these are for you to get out of what's up here and in here, down on paper. So you need to use clear intentions, write down what it is that you want to achieve, what you want to attract. Because sometimes you're going through every day, dealing with every day, day in, day out, and you know what you want, and you know what it looks like, but without it being on paper, sometimes we get lost in what it is and how we're going to make things move about. Sometimes when it's on paper, we can just say, all right, I put it down on paper, I can come back to that. And when you're going through life and you're dealing with the ups and downs, you can come back to it and then go, okay, well, this is what I need to do. Because for some reason, life or the universe or the source, should say, makes things shift once it's down on paper. Because you're removing, imagine you've got a shelf, in the supermarket. Your brain, your head is like a supermarket. Now you're storing all these little these energy drainers, right? What you want to achieve, which you're not doing anything because they're just sitting, occupying a shelf. And what you need to do, the source is going, remove them, put them down on the paper, put them out instead of leaving them in a stock room. Let people come in and buy it, i.e., let him or let the source come in and support you. So with that, he can come in and step in, and the source can then therefore help you. But if it's still up here and it's rattling around in your head, it's not going to it's going to be even harder for you to achieve this. And the other thing is, I say about this, what I did, I set 3 months goals. 3 months achievements. As you probably hear me say, I don't believe in goals because goals is so final. Achievements, once I've achieved something, I keep going on. It's all about, it's what's going up here. It's what you program yourself to start thinking about. So set 3 months, every 3 months. So say if you're starting in January, set it for March to July or whatever, or June, whatever it is, and then move forward. Keep doing like that within each month of every 3 months. Within every 3 months, you're gonna hit some goals. You're gonna hit some achievements, and if they come early, amazing. But remember, this is where it goes back to have your clear intentions and focus on that. Second point is visualization. I can't stress this enough. Visualization, it's okay to just go, okay, this is what I want, and then just leaving it there. You need to see what it looks like. You need to live what it looks like. You need to address what it looks like. So if you want that type of lifestyle, go and live that lifestyle. Go to the house, go and sit in the car that you like, hang out with the people that you like, immerse yourself within that kind of situation you want to be in. Yeah. If you want to earn, you want a bigger lifestyle and you want money. The other thing I hear a lot of people say, they want a nice car, they want like, I don't know, a 911, they want a Range Rover, they want this, they want that. But the problem is like, they don't have the means to supply it. Yeah. So they may win it, for example, but can they run it? You know? So I always say, look at the achievements you want to achieve. Let's just say a Range Rover, right? Say 20 grand, right? Look at how much, check to see how much it is to run a Range Rover, petrol prices, how much it would be to get it MOT'd, how much it would be to get serviced, all of that. And then I know this is going to take a bit of work, but then look at the overall for the year, what you need to earn, yeah? What you need to earn in order to achieve that. And then within that earning, look at the lifestyle you need to achieve. Don't look at how much you need to achieve, look at the lifestyle you need to be. So say, for example, you are, I don't know, like an assistant, yeah? And you want to drive a Range Rover. Let's just use that as an excuse, as a reason, an example. But what you need to be a senior, yeah? So with that, you need to turn around and look how much it is to, as I just said earlier, how much it is to run it. And if you're only on, you need to earn another 30K or 20K, whatever the situation is, look at what that lifestyle is going to bring you, right? And look at what the lifestyle is going to bring you. Don't look at so much the figure, look at what you can earn and what you can do with that extra money that you need to achieve in order to drive that car, to live that lifestyle, where you'll be able to eat, where you'll be able to shop. You know, you may not want to shop in Lidl's anymore, you want to shop in Waitrose. You may want to stay in Lidl's, but you want to do a bigger shop. You may want a bigger fridge, you know, but it is looking at how you can change it in order for, it's not about looking at the figure, because that's going to put you off. That's going to put you off so much. So you need to look at what it is, the lifestyle it brings, right? When I made my shift in order to achieve a goal, I spent 2 years working at a figure I wanted to earn, right? And I spent so long with that in my mind, achieve. And the source was going, you're going about it the wrong way. You need to shift the focus. So the source gave me opportunities to live the lifestyle on the salary I wanted to be on, right? If that makes sense. So within that moment, even surrounding me with the people that was earning that. So I was exposed to that type of lifestyle. So I knew exactly, you know, what I could achieve within that financial bracket. In fact, what a source does do sometimes, probably most of the time, if you want to earn more, the source gives you more than what you want. So with me, the source gave me more than what I've asked for. Yeah, whether it's people, whether it's money, but I'm immersed in this, and I'm grateful with what I've achieved. But I'm not just stopping there. You know, you don't just stop there. And I'll carry on and I'll explain that. So, but you need to visualize it, and then you need to take action with it as well. And again, as I said, be around the people that can show you what that's like. And if you can't be exposed to those people, watch the TV films or programs that is like that, right? I don't know, Made in Chelsea or whatever the situation is. Whether how cool it is, but you need to be immersed in that environment, right? In order to achieve it. So the other point is I want to talk about is practice gratitude. You hear me say that all the time. And I'm going to talk about gratitude and tip on visualization as well. Go back, kind of cover that bit, because part of visualization is about how you're feeling. So that's what I said about looking at what it feels like, what it is like to be in that situation. Other thing is, with gratitude, write a diary, write a journal, write down your feelings, your when you got a win. You know, when I told you about the 3 months goal, 3 months achievements, write down the little wins to get there. Only you would know. Write them within that 3 months, write down your little wins. Make a journal, because within the 6 months, you're going to look back and go, when you're feeling you may have hit a snag, you look back and go, damn, I actually achieved more than what I wanted. And you can see That's inspired action. That would help you move forward in your next transitional stage. Write down things that make you happy as well. Yeah. So write down what the things that makes you happy. Write down about your life. Write down about what makes you happy about your children, about your partner, about your friends, your family, your job, where you live in, your house, the street, the road, anything that comes to mind. Yeah, this is where a vision board comes in. This is really good for a vision board. And as I always say as well, a lot of people get a vision board wrong because it always put up what they want to achieve, right? But what I've started doing, and it's working really well, so this is a hint and a tip for you about vision board. I'm going to do a vision board video soon. And a vision board, what I put up is all the things in my life now that gives me gratitude, that I'm grateful for. So I may have the predominant section of the achievements I want to achieve, but a section on the vision board, which could be cut at an angle, and like pictures of close friends of mine that really make me smile, right? See, you see me smiling when I think about them. This is what I'm trying to say. This is what it should be triggering you. My family, my brothers, you know, my kids, my grandkids, little things, you know, even my road. Yeah, I like where I live. You know, I like my car. You know, and it isn't egotistical. Even representations of links to the source. So write down your energy connections with the source. That's a big thing because the source wants to help you more than whatever you're struggling with. So I've done a big part of my walk. Every time I wake up, I always say thank you to the source and my brothers in spirit. And I'm always in gratitude in the morning. I may wake up like a bit of a sore head, but I always try and immerse myself in gratitude before I even go to the bathroom, or I'm in the bathroom. I'm immersing myself in gratitude and saying thank you for this. I've got a little altar. I go and I immerse myself in my altar where I see my guides. I say thank you for being in my life. Thank you for choosing me. Imagine if you're filling a cup, right? You can't just fill a cup with just little drops. Imagine every gratitude you're doing, you're filling your cup of prosperity. Yeah, you need to come out what do you call it? You need to come out of the mindset that you can't achieve it, a poverty mindset. You need to come out of the poverty mindset. Thank you. For the poverty mindset, you need to come flick that switch. It will take time. If you fall over, get up again. Most of the greatest ice skaters, dancers, as an ex-dancer, athletes, they all have made mistakes. Mistakes make you better. So if you make a mistake, don't worry about it. Keep going. You know, I say to friends of mine, oh, I think I've done this. This is going wrong. Don't worry about it. Keep moving. You know, that date's gone wrong. Keep moving. You know, I mean, if you want to meet somebody and then that date you've gone on, enjoy the date you go on. And if they're not right for you, say thank you for the experience. You just met somebody you would never have met. But move on until you find the person that you want. But don't sit there sitting in self-pity because you're just pulling yourself back. And all that work you've done with your journey, with your visualization, with your intention, you're just destroying it with gratitude because gratitude is so important. So no matter what you do, whether you're going out on a date, you're meeting somebody you want to fall in love, you need to turn around and have that gratitude. Yeah, and do the things that you want to do, not what other people tell you to do. Next point is affirmations. And I know I bring this up in some of my videos I've done before, but I have to reiterate to you about this situation, like when you're feeling lost and alone. Affirmations is really good. For example, and I think for this situation, when I'm talking about lost and alone, I think for me, I feel the best way to help you in when you're using affirmations, yeah, you can read it, you can immerse yourself in it, but I feel when you go to sleep, whether you live with somebody, if you do, put your headphones on. You can get headphones, you can go in your ear, that you can still sleep. But put affirmations on. there's an affirmations on Audible called 100,000 or 1,000. That's 100,000 affirmations. It's really good because it's broken down into sections, and within them sections, you can just play that over and over and over again. So, have a look at that and immerse yourself again in affirmations. And with this feeling of lost and alone, especially at night time, frequency music 432, what 111, 11, and or 4 ones, 732. All these numbers are really, really beneficial to you. Check out it on YouTube. I've pay for YouTube, and people again, I was talking to a friend of mine, I said, why are you paying for YouTube? It's free. And I'll tell you for why. Because with YouTube, I can play the affirmations over and over and over again, like a song. And I know, and though despite how much it may be, and if I have that resentment about paying for it, I'm like, I'm going down the right path. Yeah, and it as long as it's going to do you good. And if it doesn't, cancel it. You can just cancel it anytime. I've got more benefit out of paying for it than not paying for it, because I get irritated by the adverts. Yeah, and in order for me not to, I'm trying to get affirmations done. The next minute an advert comes up, right? What YouTube's like. And YouTube's such a powerful tool. There's amazing content creators on there. And while I'm saying it, please like, share, and subscribe. But there's so many good content creators out there that are there coming out to help to change the rhetoric of how you are and being stuck in that ditch. So if you can, and if you can afford it, I advise, if you can afford it, try YouTube, pay for YouTube for a couple months and see how you get on. Say for the 3 months, do the 3 months, put the money aside and do it for the 3 months. For me, it's worked for me. So, and it's helped me advance forward, because I can play those binaural beats. I can watch those videos about the ancients. I can watch everything I want to watch and not go, oh, here comes another advert. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because you must have experienced it. And I know a lot of people, even when people come and hang out with me and we watch YouTube, and they're like going, oh, another advert. But then when they come here and the energy shifts, but when they come here and they watch it, now it goes, oh, you got no adverts. I'm like, no, I pay for YouTube. Then it goes, oh, that's really good. But then they go, well, I don't think I could pay for it. But then I think, well, look at your energy. So in my mind, you have to look at, what works out better for you. What you feel, is it worth investing or if it's not? And remember, we're thinking about you. This is about you, not about John up the road or the cat down the road. This is about you. Create positive affirmations. Listen to, as I said, to YouTube and so on. Listen to positive people as well. Don't go to that person is going to complain. Because you're used to going into that scenario before, because you're offloading, because that's not going to help you. That you're just adding to the same rhetoric that you're dealing with. You need to be around people that are going to empower you. Yeah. So be empowered, and I'm going to talk about this a bit later on. As I said, next one is surround yourself with positive people and uplifting videos, i.e. music and videos, which I kind of touched upon, so I'm not going to go there again. But I'm going to focus more upon the positive people. The positive people, it is a saying, if you want to earn more, if you want to earn more money, be with people that earn 20% more than you. Yeah, and that way, you will see what their lifestyle's like. And it's nice to know that if I want to go and purchase something, I can, and not stress out about it. That my bills are paid, that I can financially, I can be a lender than a borrower, and all things like that. And there's people around me that helped me when I was in that low frequency state. Yeah. So now I'm in that frequency state where I can be more than what they were, and be in that scenario. And it is about being around the people. Again, don't be around the people that are going to always pull you down. And it's nothing wrong talking about how well you're doing. It's okay to talk about how we don't boast and go, yeah, I'm better than you, right? It's okay to go, I feel blessed, I feel good. And I say to my friends, I'm feeling good about life. You know what? And it is about being honest and open with yourself, because it's about you working on your internal self and striving and thriving, and also trying to make a difference in other people's lives as well. Don't be so selfish. Help somebody else who can't be, who is struggling to be helped. Yeah, if you can help them, not necessarily financially, it could be it could be that you can be there and spend time with them. And again, if they're moaning, maybe you're the positive one that they need to do. Maybe you need to share this video with them. Maybe you need to, whatever you're learning from this video, you need to share that knowledge with them. Yeah, because that person, you're watching this video for a reason. Yeah, and I believe that a source puts these videos up for you, or you come across them, you watch them, and then later on you're going around your life doing whatever, and then next minute you meet somebody who is in a low frequency than you, and feeling low and a low density. But and then you're vibing, and it's not a test. The source never tests people. The source is giving you more opportunities so it can help you. So the source can help you. So when you see these people with a lower frequency than you, and you can help them, the source has put them there so you can help them. So if you give with the intention of not expecting anything back, you will get more back. These millionaires and billionaires give a lot of their wealth. George Michael used to say, I've got more houses than I need, and I've got more cars than I need. So I goes, if I can help somebody who can't afford to have the operation, who can't afford to go and study, then I will pay it for them, And it is about you. I'm not saying you can do that on that grand scale, but the arc, act of random kindness can do a lot. You can be the ark for somebody, getting them through their storm and tribulations. My friends were my ark in my life for the last year. They were the ones with the Noah. They were the ones that were guiding me and supporting me right through the dark times, until I've come into the light. So now it's down. And in the meantime, while I was still vibing, while I was being supported when I needed the bit of an uplift from my friends, I knew that I can help somebody, who was on a lower density to me, frequency than I was. So I do videos like this, or I will just randomly talk to somebody. You'd be surprised the amount of people I interact with on a daily basis that I've never met before in my life. And I don't mean through work, I mean through on the way to work, on a bus, when I'm in a cafe, when I'm in a bar. All these people just will come up to me and just say whatever. Not necessarily hitting on me or anything like that. It's necessarily they just want to speak. And I'm like, oh, off, I'm like, yeah, how you doing? Da, da, da. I had a conversation with a guy for over an hour on a bus, and we were just talking about life and kids and so on, and never saw him again. But it was just like, it's really nice talking to you, So don't shut yourself away. Don't be like us Londoners, and people down south seem to lock themselves away and ignore people. But be mindful, because you could be the one that can get that person out of that depression that you was in before. Yeah. So don't think that you can't be that burning bush for somebody in their life. So the next one is meditate and mindfulness. Now, meditate and mindfulness. Yeah, meditation. You can do meditation in the morning, and that could be your affirmations. Yeah, you can sit there, just be focused upon your affirmations for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever it is. But let me explain about meditation. There's meditation is where meditation, when you just sit there and you just close your eyes, that is meditation, but that is to steady the mind, to help the mind relax, right? Then there is chanting. You can do chanting, like or you can do meditation when you're focused upon what it is you want to achieve. Meditate in a meditative state. I said visualization. That is meditation as well. So you can sit in meditation and see how you can help other people, what it is you want to do. The happier you are, the happier other people are going to be around you. So if you're in a state of meditation, it is really key that you turn around and you sit in that state of bliss, right? When you're meditating, and make sure when those thoughts come in, let it come in, acknowledge it, and move it along. Oh, I've got to put the cat out, right? Move it along. I forgot to let the cat in, move it along. I have to go shopping in a bit, the eggs, move it along. You know, it is what it is. Make sure you're comfortable. Mindfulness, always use mindfulness. Just be in that state of acceptance. And I said to you, be prepared to face dark times along your journey. It means that you're going down the right way, believe it or not. So don't let it consume you. Yeah, you go for a dark time, acknowledge it, move it on. Don't feel like, oh, I'm getting 2 steps forward and 1 step forward and 5 steps back. You're not. You're moving forward. Keep going. Don't let these people. You're going to get people coming out of nowhere. And I can tell you, when you know you're shifting or shifted, someone's going to say to you, you've changed. And they go, I can't put a finger on it. Then you know that the source is holding your hand, or you've moved forward a lot more. Yeah. And don't say, do. Yeah. And I'm going to come across this in a minute. But it is important that you turn around and you watch. The other thing you should do, right? Watch comedies. Watch things that make you laugh. I put some few notes down there. Write down what makes you feel good. Do a playlist for music that makes you feel good. You know, and if it gets bored, you get bored of it, put something else. Do another playlist. You know, then alternate it. I always watch comedies. Don't watch the comedies that insult people, right? That are degrading to people. Watch comedies like Michael McIntyre, Lee Evans, Jim Carrey, people like Eddie Murphy. All those people, they're the comedians. I like watching the old movies like with Laurel and Hardy, because they just do slapstick, and I like all that. But whatever makes you float. If you like that kind of comedy, totally down to you. But what I'm trying to keep you in is a mindset of positive regard, that you are staying in the positive affirmations of life. But if you're watching someone putting somebody down, you're just becoming, it's like you being around negative people. You see what I'm saying? So be mindful of that. Next point is take inspired action. And this comes right with after you are doing your affirmations, you're meditating, you're focused on getting it all together. And then if you get this feeling, I always say it's like that 2-year-old child who, and mums would understand this, where they're going, mum. It keeps going on and on and on, and it's almost mind blowing. And they are saying something to you for a reason. They're not just saying it because they just want to wind you up. They're doing the source is keep bringing it up and keep going until you do it, because the source is trying to get you to move forward. So if you're constantly all right, I want to look for a job, right, a new job, with more money, but you're just going, I'm really tired of it, can't be bothered, I've had a long day at work, blah blah blah. Come home, chill out, but make a point, just spend 10-20 minutes just having a look online for whatever, but just know you've done it. Because that moment when you got inspired action, you got that voice going over and over in your head, the source is talking to you, could be for the fact that the source has set a role for you to see it when you go online. So make sure, and yes, you can set all the reminders you want, but you may not be in the right frame of mind to understand it. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you get inspired action and they're going on and on and on about it, follow it through. They're trying to tell you something. Source is trying to help you and to do something. And when I write my books, I get this a lot, where the source is going, you need to write. Then equally, the source is going, don't write today. And I'm like, well, I really want to write, don't write today. And I get a computer to write, and I'm like, brain freeze. So I'm driven by inspired action. When I'm inspired action, I will probably be there all night writing, and like I get so immersed in what I do. And I'm not saying that you need to do the same, but be mindful that there's a reason why Source is pulling you forward for you to take inspired action. Because without action, there's no reaction, and you will never move forward, and you'll always be stuck in that little, that little groove, and you'll be complaining. And then what happens is you start attracting the naysayers, the moaners, complainers, and they ain't going anywhere. I call them the car stuck in a wheel. No, the wheel's stuck in mud. So they're constantly going spin, instead of going, what can I do to sort it out? Put a couple of branches there for me to get traction. No, they just go vroom, trying to rev their car, moaning, and it's not going anywhere because they're not doing anything about it. And the other thing I do, you see in my other video, I say, I never work with people that are chasing their tail. If you're on a path and you're moving forward, and my friends know me for this, you're on a path moving forward and you're saying, I'm just really stuck, I don't know what to do. That's the kind of words I want to hear. You know, I'm stuck, I don't know what to do, I need some support, I need some guidance. Then going, complaining, this has always happened to me, I'm fed up with it, blah, blah. Can you see the difference? You know, so let me say that again. When you got someone who's complaining, right, this is what if you're mindful and you're doing this and you're around people that are doing this, you go, stupid idiots, get on my nerves, they're winding me up, and I'm sick and tired of doing it. Those type of things, that's verbal garbage. But if you've got someone and you're talking like this and you're around people that are talking like this, though they're going through the valley, but again, you know what? I'm just waiting for a change. I'm focused. I don't know what I'm doing. I know I'm going through a bit of a hard time, but I know it was going to change. You know, what do you think I should do? Blah, blah, blah. You see the difference. They're kind of looking, they're looking for traction in order to make a reaction. So be mindful of the words. Almost be linguistic. Be mindful of what people say, because you will end up smelling like them, right? Be mindful, be careful. And again, I was going to talk about limiting yourself with limited people. So again, this is what I just said earlier. Limit your times with these people, and it's kind of like the sauce. The sauce is kind of going with the flow. You get stuck again, ask for help. So if you're limited with these people, and you're surrounded by them, and you want to get out, you don't have to go tomorrow morning. Bring them all up, you know what, you're a bunch of whatever, I'm not talking to you anymore. That's just ridiculous. That's not fair, and you won't be loved, and you definitely will be worse than them. What it is that you need to change your mantra, you need to change your direction, and these people will fall away because they realize that you are not moaning like they are, so they'll find someone else to moan at, and you will find people that may complain, and I'll say complain than moan, but may complain. The complaints is going to be acted upon. Moan doesn't go anywhere. So you may get people that complain, but they will have a positive complaint, about their life. So they're the people you should be around if you're around people that are moving forward. And I just gave examples of that before. But ask for the source for guidance. If you're stuck, ask the source, because the source is trying to help you to move forward in order to reconnect and connect with your future self. Other point is spend time in nature. Connect with nature. Spend time in nature. Go to the forest. Go to the seaside by the beach. Sit on the beach. Walk in the sea. Not in the sea, you know what I mean. Walk along the sea. Take your shoes off on the grass. You can go to a local park. Take your shoes and socks off. Be careful where you step. But be in nature. It's not about just being nature. Oh yeah, I'm here, and you're thinking, oh, what the hell? It's about taking in the noises, the sounds. Even go to the country to make it on a weekend. Take a point to get a train or the bus. The bus, you can get a bus, the coach, or you can drive into the countryside and just spend time in nature and just listen. Just listen. And you would sometimes, I've known people that have gone out of London or gone out of the towns and gone into the countryside, and they come back with the ears that were aching. And again, because your ears are used to having noise all the time, nature has a different type of noise, and it's on a higher frequency, but you have a low density frequency of sound within the towns in a way, because it is just because you've got history. But again, I'm not saying the towns are bad, but if you're around people that are negative, that's going to be encapsulated within that town or that area. If you're in nature, and the animals, the plants, the trees, and so on are going to take that kind of negative vibration. Right? Someone said to me the other day, does our trees live in? well, yeah, if we don't have trees, we'd be dead, right? So I was really surprised when someone asked me that. But so yeah, focus upon being in nature. Sitting under a tree, meditating in nature, and see what comes up. I was meditating in nature. I was out. I think I was in Hampshire. And I can't remember where it was, but I know it was a hill, and I was sitting there, got out of the car, it was mid last year when I was doing an event, and I just wanted to be in nature, and I just sat there, got the car, went and sat in this field, just sat there. And by the time I turned around, there was a dog sitting next to me. I didn't even know there was a dog sitting next to me, and there was a sheep just there, just watching me, just looking at me. And I came around, and like, I wasn't afraid. I was like, oh my gosh, there's all these animals. I was like, wow, they could have walked away from you, but I definitely they came over because they felt your energy, felt your energy, your vibration, and how I was in that mind state and that spiritual state. And I brought these people. And if you don't get that, it does not mean that you're not spiritual or anything like that. You may get birds circling. I have birds land near me sometimes or circling around, I realize I see a lot more birds of prey now, which is also a symbol. Look out in nature, what kind of animals you see, and also look out for like the numbers, look out for numbers you see, like double numbers. Look out for what type of birds you see, because they are symbolic. If you see a robin's about cultivating and change. Birds of prey is about being strong and driven, and all these little things. Look it up. You can find it on the internet. So my final one is journaling your thoughts. So important. I mentioned it earlier, but journaling your thoughts is about you looking at it. It's like a stepping stone. It's like a stairs. Dr. King said, take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. By the time you look back down, you've done 3 flights of stairs. So every time you journal your dreams, when you sleep and what you wake up, you seeing. Journal what your feelings, what you felt in the dream, what you feel during the day. Especially if you get inspired action to journal, because you can look back and see where you were to where you are. Also, it's releasing that endorphins, that chemicals that is in your body that goes and causes depression and anxiety, and therefore causes you to have a bad day. You have a bad day, you attract more people that are having a bad day, and then you're stuck. So the more you journal and you release it from day one, it will slowly release. Now it goes. I stopped journaling for 2 days, and I was attracting really negative people. I started journaling again, and I went back to work today, and it went kind of pear-shaped in the morning. I was fine. I was like, whatever. But so I just carried on, and I strived on, and the day just shifted. I remember going to a cafe, and the person, the barista was really, really nice. And they were going, oh, good to see you again. See you in ages. Happy Christmas, Happy New Year. And I was like, wow, last time I was in it was like 3 months ago. But she obviously remembered me, because I always try and be pleasant where you're at. So when you journal the places you go, how you interact with people, how they interact with you, what you see when you're out. All these things mean something, and then again, 6 months, 3 months, you can look back and see where you're being and where you're at the moment. When you would achieve those achievements, it gets my clock. So I'm going to end it on that, end it on the chime. Thank you so much. Let me know in the comments how you're getting on. I love to hear comments and how you're getting on. You know what? Again, if you're tripping over, get up, keep moving forward. Fail forwards. If you fall back, don't land on your back. Make sure you land on your face, because you can get up again. Yeah, because keep striving. So stay blessed, stay safe. God bless, or should I say, source bless, and I'll see you on my next video.